Hi, today is Saturday, July 11th, and I wanted to hop on and quickly share some of the wax that I have been warming and enjoying this week. I actually got a few of the limited time only bars in this week, so I did want to warm them and share my thoughts while they're still available. So I will talk about those in a minute. The first things that I have been enjoying this week were actually from the Easter collection that was offered, several months ago, but I just got these bars in my Scentsy club and I have really been enjoying them. So I used Candy Dandy, 2 cubes in my office, and I thought that this was going to be a really light performer, and it is a light scent, but it's actually a really good performer for being a light scent. I can smell it in my office, and even like when I walk past my office, I just get a really nice kind of light, fruity, almost cotton candy like scent. So I was pleasantly surprised with Candy Dandy, and I'm glad I picked that up. I almost wish I had a few more bars of that one, but I already took it out of my Scentsy club. Another one from that bundle was the Cotton Candy Cookie. I have 2 cubes of this one going here in my Scentsy room, and this is really nice as well. I was kind of trying to think of what it reminded me of, and it really reminded me of those like thumbprint sugar cookies that you fill with fruit jam. That's what it smells like, but just a little bit more perfumey version of that. So I've really been enjoying this one too, and another one that I was pleasantly surprised by. And then the last one from that little bundle was Rockin' Ruby Raz. I've gone through 4 cubes of this one up in my front room, living room area, and this is a really, really good scent. So it's a really kind of strong fruit punch type scent. It reminds me a lot of the Let's Get Punchy type scents, but it does have just a little more raspberry and just a little hint of kind of fizziness. And I really, really enjoyed that one up in my kind of open concept area. While I was warming that in my front room and living room, I was warming a few cubes of lemon sorbet in my kitchen. And I thought that those scents, the Rockin' Ruby Raz and the lemon sorbet, went together really nicely. Lemon sorbet is a staple in my house, and I really, really like it in my kitchen. So love that one. In my bedroom, I was enjoying a few cubes of watermelon tangerine. I also had a cube of this going in my office before I switched it out for Candy Dandy. But this one, I have just been so impressed with this. It's just a really lovely kind of watermelon, a sweet watermelon perfume kind of scent. It really reminds me of a body care item that you would pick up at Bath and Body Works, but it's really strong. It lasts for several days, and so I've really, really been enjoying that one. And then for some kind of fresh scents, I was really liking Harbor's Edge. This one is no longer available, but it is in my Scentsy club right now. I had a cube of this going in our hall bathroom, and I had a cube of it going in our laundry room, and it is just a really nice kind of musky, fresh, perfumey type scent. Is really, really good. And then one that I have tried to make a point to get through this month is a really old bar of Make Waves. This bar was actually the original bar that I got when it was a scent of the month a few Marches ago, and it's come back in the catalog since then, but I think this is the last catalog it will be in. I think it's retiring at the end of this month. But this bar has gotten really, really juicy, and so I knew it was time to use this one up. I have a cube of it going in both of my bathrooms upstairs, and this is a powerhouse. This is a really, really strong, kind of fresh, aquatic, perfumey scent. It's not my favorite of the aquatic scents, but as far as performance goes, this is a really, really good one. So I am gonna try to get through the rest of these cubes this month. And then that leaves me with the new limited time only scents that I picked up recently. These are both licensed bars, and I'll start with this one. So this is the Mandalorian Air of Adventure, and it's a really pretty Yoda green wax. And I actually want to read the scent notes because this is a really, really unique scent. I've never smelled something like this from Scentsy, so let me just get this pulled up. So Scentsy says, silver mint, like Mandalorian armor, surrounds crisp bergamot and earthy sweet geranium, while a touch of eucalyptus and bright orange zest hint at the adventures ahead. So from that description, I can really pick up this kind of fresh, almost cologne-like minty scent. And it does have a tiny, tiny bit of the brightness of eucalyptus in it. So it's really, really interesting. But that is over a base of a really, really sweet, almost marshmallow-like note. When I smelled this the first time, it almost reminded me of the marshmallow that is in My Wish or Woolly Slippers, that kind of really sweet note. And it must be that kind of bright orange zest that's making it kind of sweet and a little bit citrusy. But I was trying to think what this scent reminded me of besides that marshmallow note that's in My Wish and Woolly Slippers, and it finally came to me after I was thinking and thinking of what it reminded me of. And I have to show you a picture of what it is because this I think is exactly what it smells like. So I don't know, I don't even know if they still sell these, but the Fun Mellows that are kind of fruity flavored. So this says that they're orange, strawberry, lemon, and lime flavored. But I think it is that kind of orange limey scent that these marshmallows remind me of that I really am getting from the Air of Adventure. So it smells like those marshmallows with just a hint of kind of a fresh minty cologne-like note. So that sounds like a really weird combination, but my husband and I have actually really been enjoying this scent. We had it going down in our family room, and it's just a really nice, pleasant, kind of unassuming, fresh, sweet scent. So this one was actually really surprising and I really enjoyed it. And then the other one that is a limited time offering is from Phineas and Ferb, Best Day Ever. And I am not super familiar with that cartoon, but I have to smell everything that Scentsy puts out. So I did go ahead and get this. And I also want to read the notes from this. So let me pull this up. So Scentsy says, mandarin, strawberry, and lush palms blend with hints of mischief and adventure to make the improbable possible. So mandarin, strawberry, and palms. And this was kind of a surprise to me. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but the second that I opened this and smelled it, I knew that it reminded me of a scent that we've had in the past. And it smelled to me like something that we've had kind of recently, but I couldn't figure out what it reminded me of. It is a very fresh smelling, kind of aquatic, perfumey, fruity scent. So it is more on the fresh side than fruity. And I just could not figure out what it was. So I went through my collection trying to think what it reminded me of. And I think it might have just been the color that first made me think of Give Me Passion Flower. And Give Me Passion Flower is definitely more of a fruity floral type scent. It really didn't remind me too much of the Phineas and Ferb when I smelled them side by side. So I was like, no, that's not it. Was it Hibiscus Water? So this is a bar that I recently finished. But Hibiscus Water is a little softer, a little more floral fruity, where the Phineas and Ferb definitely is kind of more fresh and aquatic almost. So it's like, no, it's not that one. So I picked out Honeysuckle Peony from the Mix It collection. And this one was actually a little closer, but this one definitely is more floral. This one doesn't have the kind of sweet, fruity note that is in the Phineas and Ferb. And Phineas and Ferb definitely is more aquatic, so that wasn't quite it either. And I thought that it might remind me of Picked for You. But this one, it is a little more soft, a little more floral. So I finally came across the scents that it reminded me of. So I picked out the Rainfall and Lush Greens from the Mix It collection. And this one definitely is just a straight up kind of fresh, aquatic, perfumey scent. The Phineas and Ferb is a little more sweet, a little more fruity. And I think it is really, really similar to Mythic Journey from the Frozen 2 collection. When I smell these two side by side, they are almost exactly the same to me. The Mythic Journey, I think, is a little more soft, a little more fruity. But if I mix the Rainfall and Lush Greens plus the Mythic Journey, these two together really, really remind me of Phineas and Ferb Best Day Ever. So after that very long explanation, I finally figured out that it was a kind of combination of these two scents that reminded me of Phineas and Ferb Best Day Ever. And this is actually a really nice scent. I have these 2 cubes going up in my bedroom, and it's been really strong and really nice, pleasant, and clean. So I have really been impressed with that one. So those are the few bars that I've been warming this week. I had kind of a busy work week, so I didn't get a chance to warm a whole lot at home, but I'm excited to continue warming some fun scents this weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.